What is up, Earthoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode we are heading to UC-0091 as we hang out with our favorite space Amish, the Light Tribe and Moon Colony. Here we will meet our new protagonist, Juta Kasim, who breaks the rules of the Light Tribe by using taboo technologies. Let's not waste any time, and let's get into this. On the colony of Moon, when one turns 13, they get to pass through the sacred doors. A young Juta is amongst the children that gets to pass. One of the elders tells the children that man learned to dive the deepest oceans. They learned to build civilization, and eventually they left the planet when man built islands called colonies. The elders show the kids some spacesuits, and they all suit up. He tells the kids that they live on a colony, and he lets them do a spacewalk so they could see their mother planet, Earth, for the first time. The elder, who is also Juta's grandfather, tells them that the morals of the Light Tribe exist to not allow the problems of Earth dictate their existence on Moon. He then points out to a light source. It happens to be a battle taking place. At the end of the first Neo-Zeon War, the Ayug and Karaba were reintegrated back into EFF. With Bright in command, EFF created a new elite organization to see any oversight called Londo Bell. This was designed to replace the Titans. However, the biggest problem moving forward will once again be the EFF bureaucracy and will cause so much friction. They should have existed outside of EFF, but I imagine they didn't want to create another version of the Titans. Londo Bell is currently fighting with a rogue group of Titan remnants. Barzams are firing on Amuro Ray and the Rick DJ. The MSK-008R Rick DJ is an elite unit created by Londo Bell and Amuro Ray. It shares the data from both the Rick Diaz and the DJ, a fusion of Ayug's and Karaba's best. Amuro used to use the standard GM3, but he said that mobile suit can't handle his new type powers. It has a redesigned cockpit and a pair of binders similar to the booster binders on the Rick Diaz. It is equipped with 60mm Vulcans, a beam Naginata or twin beam sword, the BR-M87 beam rifle, a hyper mega launcher, a clay bazooka, and a shield. From behind comes the Psycho Gundam Mark IV GDoors. The MRX-0133 Psycho Gundam Mark IV GDoors is a Psychomu mobile suit created by the Titans. Rather than using funnels, this unit uses Psycho plates and can form into various weapons and shield units. This is similar to Ariel's gunbits in many ways from Witch from Mercury. It is also equipped with 60mm Vulcans, a beam saber, and the same beam rifle used by the Gundam Mark II. Also, where's the Psycho Gundam Mark III? Apparently, it came from a video game. The two engage in battle. The Psycho Gundam is superior, but Amuro is able to get the upper hand and take out the Gundam. He is amazed that the Titan remnants could build such a powerful Gundam. The Psycho Gundam Head drifts out into space. UC-0092. Sarasa feels a premonition of some kind. Meanwhile, a young girl is looking for Yuta. She looks up to find him climbing a tower. It happens to be an old antenna. Before the days of the Light Tribe, Moon was probably a regular colony. Either some kind of plague or mass extinction had to have happened to cause them to create a religion preventing the use of technology. Juta is able to turn on the antenna. Back on the ground floor, they find an old computer that is connected to the antenna. They turn it on. It happens to pick up broadcast television. They mainly watch commercials, as Juta doesn't know the fresh, delicious, charbroiled taste of a burger from McDaniel's. They then stumble onto some softcore porn and turn it off. Saki and Yuta head back into town. She doesn't like that Yuta breaks the rules and uses machines. He wants to learn more about the world. He then asks if Saki would like to know more about the world, and she goes, "Nah, I'm good." Yuta is able to sense something. Suddenly, a tremor erupts throughout the colony. Sarasa allows some of her royal guards to investigate outside of the colony. The team heads out to find the head of the Psycho Gundam Mark IV. The kids sneak into the Moon Temple to see the Gundam Head that the Light Tribe has captured. One older member of the tribe remembers when they let people onto the colony 4 years ago. Of course, this is when the Argama crew fought against Kara in the colony during the first Neo-Zeon War. Juta remembers as well. The kids are caught by the elders. For breaking the rules, Juta must spend one night in jail. He looks back to the Gundam Head. Sarasa talks to Renault, the guard leader, and the one who jailed Juta. So I've seen a couple translations with the name Renat, and the wiki refers to it as Renato. I thought they were going for Ronaldo at first, but I'm pretty sure they are going for the French name Renault. So that is what I'm going with, but if you think it's different, let me know in the comments. Renault informs her that there was no damage to the colony this time, but if it happens again, they may need to call in people from the outside world to help with fixes. To uphold the Light Tribe, no one can operate machines, but their existence relies heavily on machines. It may be time for them to start coexisting with other cultures. remembers. She thinks of her sister, Rosara, who was killed during the first Neo-Zeon War. In Double Zeta, we saw them take a risk and leave the colony, only for Rosara to die. Renault holds her hand and swears to protect her. Outside of the colony, a shuttle passes by. On board happens to be MkIV Aabi. The Atalante 3 is running away from Londo Bell. The Atalante 3 is a pirate ship disguised as a cargo ship. This has 4 escape pods and a mobile suit deck on the bottom. It is equipped with 3 twin megaparticle cannons hidden underneath the cargo crates, a 5-tube missile launcher, and an anti-aircraft beam cannon. This is the ship containing MkIV Aabi, Agos, Lagarto, launches, and the Vergo. The AMS 123X Vergo is a prototype mobile suit that uses state-of-the-art Psychomu technology. It uses a generator 1.5 times more powerful than the Gyaradogas and has Gundarium alloy armor. However, after seeing the superior performance of the Psycho Frame in the Jagdoga, it will eventually be replaced for the Psycho Frame. It is equipped with a beam tomahawk, a butterfly edge on each arm, a beam rifle that will be used by Sazabi, a long rifle, 6 funnels that also are used on the Kubli, and 60mm Vulcans. This unit will also get a hold of the Psycho Plates eventually. The mobile suit heads out to fight against the GM3s heading their way. We didn't talk about the GM3s during our coverage of Double Zeta, so now is a good time. The RGM-86R GM3 is EFF's mass-produced mobile suit and was a part of the GM3 plan. The performance of the GM3 is equal to, if not stronger than, the Gundam Mark II. It uses the same backpack as the Gundam Mark II, but the shape of the backpack is modified for the GM frame. Besides that, it is the exact same backpack. The GM3 also has the docking mechanism to use the G Defensor. When equipped with a rocket launcher, this unit can cover medium to long range combat with no problem. Other weapons include 60mm Vulcans, an I-Field beam saber, a large missile launcher, a beam javelin, a beam rifle, the HFW GRMR 82 90mm GM rifle, and a shield that will be used by Jagans as well. Like other GM models, this will also have several different variants. He fires the funnels, but nothing happens. This reaction from the Atalante crew is gold. You usually don't get these silly moments all too often in a Gundam manga. 2 pilots launch in the Gaz L Grau and the Gaz R Grau. The AMX 117 LG Gaz L Grau and the AMX 117 RG Gaz R Grau are enhanced space variants of the Gazes we saw in Double Zeta. The two are stronger when they work together. The Hyper Beam Sabers from the regular units are replaced with regular beam sabers. It is also equipped with the 6-tube missile pod that is either on the right shoulder or the left shoulder, depending on the unit. Other weapons include a heat lance, a beam rifle, and a shield. Another pilot launches in the RS-Jarja. The AMX 104L RS-Jarja is a variant of the R-Jarja and focuses on sniping and high density of Minovsky particles. It has a better sensor on its head and a new radome pod on the left shoulder. It is equipped with a variable shield which includes a 3-tube missile pod, a grenade launcher, a beam saber, and a sniper-use large beam rifle. The 3 pilots make fun of Ensign Agos for not being able to get his funnels up. Suddenly, a mega particle blast comes towards them. They think it is a ship, but it is Theta Plus. The MSZ-010A1 Theta Plus is the culmination of the Theta series of Project Zeta, which included Zeta and all of its variants, including full armor Double Zeta. Remember, the codename of Double Zeta was Theta before it became Double Zeta. Similarly, the Delta Gundam evolved into the Hyakushiki. Like Double Zeta, this unit utilizes a core block system and consists of Theta Top, Theta Base, and Core Fighter Theta Plus model, which we will talk about soon. But the Core Fighter can control the other 2 pieces of the mobile suit remotely without the need for an Eno or an L. It can also transform into G-Fortress mode, which rivals the Wave Rider and has the firepower of an entire squad of mobile suits. It is equipped with Vulcans, 2 beam sabers, a beam cannon, a micro missile launcher, and a hyper mega cannon found on the Fats. Back on Moon, Saki is distracted. She is bathing Sarasa and wants to know why Yuta is still in jail. It is because he has committed taboo before in the past. This isn't his first offense. Suddenly, the colony begins shaking again. This isn't good, but the Light Tribe plans on going through with the ritual of the moonset. Later that night, the people gather around the Moon Temple. Sarasa gives a speech to her people. She tells them about the shining of the light on her people. They open the colony and allow moonlight to be reflected inside. Renault heads out to the outskirts of town, which looks like an abandoned temple. He finds cloaked men who might have some type of leprosy or skin disease and asks if they could get someone to visit the colony. They tell Ronaldo that their next contact to come through the area will be in 3 months. He is better off finding his own way. Yuta, while in jail, feels the light coming into his cell. He realizes that they can contact the outside world if they fix their communication just like he did today. Sarasa's speech contrasts Yuta's thoughts in many ways. She believes that they are on their own and must find a way to solve their problems, but Yuta thinks that they could use the technology to help the people. He also notes that his friends are suffering from an illness and could probably find a cure outside of the colony. Visiting the colony of Moon Moon sounds like a biological nightmare. Better hope you have a strong immunity. And that will do it for this episode. In the past, we merely dipped our toes into the water that is the Light Tribe. But here we actually see their way of life, and it isn't going well. Disease and the inability to fix the machines that keep them alive is certainly not a good spot to be in. Next time, we will continue the battle between Theta Plus and the Atalante 3 crew. We will see Theta Plus transform into G-Fortress mode. Also, Yuta will be made a Moon Moon warrior and get the opportunity to leave the colony once again. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, if you are at Side 1 and you want to visit Moon Moon, just make sure you have all of your shots before doing so. Peace.